Hi guys, I'm ThatDanny. How's it going? So, bit of news for you guys. So, as you know, I'm a personal shopper, and that means I have an Instagram account where I showcase high-end luxury items, and people buy them, and then I charge them a small service fee. So, but I have a business partner, and to be honest, it hasn't been going well with him. It's like personally and like in a business kind of aspect. So there was a few issues. There was a lack of commitment. There was um, just kind of what he offered and brought to the table weren't like kind of great. Don't get me wrong, he did have some good like ways of bringing stuff to the table. Like he was pretty good at networking. He was pretty on top of knowing like people in general, like who is like even though they might not have a huge like backing on Instagram, like they might not have like thousands of followers. So like for instance, to the naked eye, someone who had like 200 followers, he'll know actually that is someone who's actually important and has like actually a good influence on a lot of people. So like he was pretty good at knowing all that kind of stuff, which I found handy and whatever. But I don't know, like there was just so much negativity. Like I'm a creative guy. Like I have creative ideas. I think outside the box. I try to think of really new ways on how to like do collaborations and just new stuff in which would set us apart from the rest. And it just come to a point where I just couldn't do it. Like he had such a lack of commitments. Anytime you try, I don't know, like not. I wouldn't want to try arguing with him. I'd try like just shake him up a bit and be like, "Yo, come on, like I need you to like give me some level of commitment or communicate." Like it come to a point where I was messaging him for 2.5 weeks. I didn't even get a reply. He just like read and blank it or whatever. I don't know, but anyway, it comes to a point where I can't. Like I have all the entrepreneurial tendencies, I think, to do it myself. I'm creative. I'm good at networking. Even though he was good at networking, I feel like I'm pretty good at networking anyway. It just, I thought the only upside that was to it was um, two people. Do you know what I mean? If I'm busy and I can't do it, I physically can't go and like meet a client or go and do something. Like at least he was there and like he could be there, but even as of late when I'm trying to do that, like it's just not working. And it's not just a bad time. Yeah, to me, it's not a bad time. Like to me, like at the moment, he has a job, which it's like agency based, which is fine. Do you know what I mean? If he's got an agency based job, that's totally fine. But he hadn't worked for 9 weeks, and I totally understood. He was like, "Listen, I've got no money, like, so I can't contribute to like buying stock or anything like that." And I was like, "Totally fine. Don't worry about it. I'm doing okay for money. Just you, you just sort yourself out, kind of thing. But I need you to contribute. If you can't contribute money, you must contribute your time. If you are not in work for 9 weeks, I need to see something like I need to see you like constantly like on the page, like networking with people, trying to get new followers, trying to get new like customers, just anything, just doing anything to sort of build the brand, build reputation, just do anything." And it just no, he just didn't. And then when it comes to any time of like me saying, "Come on, you need to like work a bit harder, or you need to like try do this or whatever," it just turned into an argument, and it just couldn't take any criticism. We had a bit of a session where we wanted to basically just put it out there and just be like, "Okay, let's just have a little self-awareness session and just be like, okay, these are my strengths. This is what I think my strengths are. This is what I think my weaknesses are." And then we'd do it for him as well. And like we just went through what we think each other's weaknesses and like strengths are, and it was more to be like, okay, so these are my strengths. I will be doing them tasks that are to use my strengths, if you know what I mean. And then anything that's to do with my weaknesses, I will try not do. And but if our weaknesses are the same, then we'll work it out. But like play to our strengths basically. And it it come it just came into my head like after that session, after I basically said like, okay, so this is what you are really good at this. I wanted to emphasize how really good he was because I wanted them to almost accept that and be like, okay, well I am really good at this, so he can then accept he does have a weakness. So then I was like, you're really good at this, like you are, like I have no idea like about this stuff, but you do, when I kind of do, but it was more of like a psychological thing to sort of get him to be a bit more self-aware. And when I told him what his weakness is, he said at the end of it, no, um, that's not my weakness. We're both really good at that. And I just thought, like, there was, like, for instance, like creativity, like, there was no original thought. Every idea that he had was all purely come from what everyone else was doing. Where I try not look at what everyone else is doing, so then it is genuinely an original thought and it's different. If it fails, it fails. At least it's on me and it's my idea. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing? But it is what it is. Yeah, like he couldn't take criticism. It just, like, I'm not trying to put him down. This video isn't about putting him down. This is about me basically getting you to understand, like, having a business partner, you need them to be a good fit for you, a really good fit, and they need to be like have the same values of you as you. I'm not gonna say think the same as you, but just like be as hungry and I don't know, like maybe just see life in the same way, maybe. But yeah, it was just so exhausting. Like I just felt like I was doing so much, but at the same time, like still trying to have to, because a few people said, oh, well, just do it, just like work as if it's just yours, and then he'll just be like sort of the not the alpha if you want, and sort of like he'll just follow your lead. And I try to do that, but it just, when you're doing this stuff and then you're like thinking of creative ideas and whatever, and then someone who's not doing anything is like, no, you need to tell me that you're doing this stuff, and you need to then confirm with them because it's a 50-50 thing, and we need to talk and agree on everything. Though when I'd tried to speak to him for 2.5 weeks, I never got a message back. Not even, like, I couldn't believe it. I'm literally like messaging every day saying, I need to know about, like, is this sound? Like, I think it's good, but do you? Like, we need to communicate. Like, one of the sessions that we had where we met up in person, his idea was we meet up once or twice a week for 2 hours, just so like we seeing each other in person and talking about stuff, and then obviously communicating all the time, like by messaging. No, like it was just, we only seen each other like that once pretty much, and it's been like, it's only been like 2.5 months or something, and like it was just so exhausting, and it just made me think like I could probably do better on my own. Like literally the only reason that I was willing to go back to this, because I sort of got the same vibe the first time, like when we first started. I sort of thought, I don't think you're the right fit to even pursue this kind of thing. Like he does have some strengths that can, if he was within the business and he was like employed to do this by like a sort of a business owner and a manager, then yeah, he'd maybe flourish then, but not to be up at the top. I don't think he has that like a number one mentality or like thought process, which like not everyone does. Like I might not even, but like I feel like I do. But it could come down to like 2-3 years down the line, I'm doing something, and then some guy comes over to me, says something, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, like you're right. Like I'm not cut out to be like a CEO or like a business owner. Like I should be like a manager or a deputy. I don't know, like, but I'll figure that out. But anyway, so yeah, like the only reason I went back was because it had 5,000 followers, and it had some pro footballers, some semi-pro footballers. It had like professional boxers. Like these are people who like are known like worldwide. And I thought, do you know what? No, like these have got good influences. I will make something great of this. But genuinely, having a business partner that just has so much negativity, it just cripples like your creativeness and like your creative thoughts, and like I couldn't flourish at all. And like yeah, it just made me think. But as well though, like once I got back on board, I looked through the followers, and I literally went through the whole. I spent like a few hours going through all 5,000 followers, and genuinely, about 3 to 800 are active. Like most of them are just accounts where someone's created it probably for a day. It's got like following like 16 followers, one, no picture, and zero posts. So like it's not even an active account. So like it gives the, I suppose it gives the illusion like to just someone who just clicks on the account and goes, oh my god, they've got 5k followers. I suppose like they're legit. Like I can trust these a bit more than someone who's got 2 followers. But like it didn't have like the customers there really. Like you'd still like have to rely on people like word of mouth and kind of like appearing on people's explore, just things like that. So I just thought, you know what, I'm pretty almost starting from scratch. It's just the fact that I've got a few celebrities, I've followed it. But like I thought, you know what, like if you're good enough, you'll get that anyway. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like I could do that on my own. So I've decided to make my own personal shopping account. I've got some really cool ideas coming. So I'll be just like, do you know what? I'll probably be just like telling yous, as I'm going through, like as I'm doing it, like some of my ideas and what my aims are, like as things are going on and whatever. But yeah, so I've made an account. It's called Pequot Fashion. So yeah, in the next Friday, after Friday, when I've finished my coursework, and it's because that's when it's due. After that, I can start focusing on that and just doing more with that then. So yeah, I've made a logo, which is pretty cool. And I'll be showing you that soon. And yeah, so Pequot Fashion, this is the birth. This is where it starts, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's all I've got to say for you guys. I'll be updating you soon on how Pequot gets on, and like basically that what I'll be doing is just documenting basically the start of a business. So it's pretty cool. So guys, I'll be seeing you soon. See you in a bit, guys. Peace.